Big pond has been a challenge for too long.
This is where I live with my family, and whenever the rain falls, I have nowhere to go.
So we can't go to do work, we can't go to do business. We're locked in. We can't go anywhere.
When it rains in the communities of Bannister and Bartons in St. Catherine, it really pours, and residents know all too well that this is because of Big Pond. Big Pond is a natural catchment area located along the Bartons to Old Harbour Main Road, and when it rains heavily, it floods the adjoining areas, holding residents within the walls of their homes.
Whenever the water comes down, you have a situation where the water will rise out by the front, 4 feet, sometimes going up to past 6 feet. It therefore means all of the air is cut off, going perhaps quarter mile up, quarter mile down. It therefore means nobody inside this community can get out on the main road.
The pond wasn't like wide out like how you see it now, It was more narrow. But I understand that person going there and backhoe and pull it up and things. So that's why we get it so much.
Improving the pond's capacity, redirecting its overflow, and making sections of the roadway less prone to flooding are methods the National Works Agency has proposed as part of a planned flood mitigation project for the area. The NWA, in fact, has big plans for Big Pond, and of course, St. Catherine by extension. NWA engineers have been studying the nature and impact of Big Pond for nearly 8 years and have come up with a proposed design it believes will effectively mitigate the incidences of flooding caused by the pond. The works are to be undertaken as part of the World Bank-funded Jamaica National Disaster Vulnerability Project. This is a program for which the Jamaica Social Investment Fund, JSIF, has secured funding. Other locations to benefit from the initiative are Port Royal Street in Kingston and 2 locations in St. Catherine, which are situated in close proximity to Big Pond. In fact, flood mitigation works have already started at these areas, located along the Old Harbour Main Road.
The 2 box culverts here and gullies at Church Pen, one that is located in the vicinity of the Muslim mosque and another just behind me here at the Church Pen Cemetery are currently getting attention. So we're spending some 82 million Jamaican dollars here to widen both box culverts. And in widening the box culverts, we are doing 2 things. One, we are improving the width of the roadway for safety reasons for both motorists and pedestrians, because these areas are traditionally very narrow. And secondly, we're improving the span of the box culverts.
The NWA is widening the roadway from approximately 5 meters to 7.3 meters at the Church Pen Cemetery site. The improved structure will now accommodate pedestrians safely, as it will be completed with sidewalks.
At the Church Pen Cemetery, we will be putting in a concrete U-drain that runs about 250 meters. We have already widened the gully about 250 meters. We'll be shaping it and we'll be putting gabion basking a certain length of the gully for protective works. And it's basically the same scope of work that will be implemented at the site at the Muslim mosque. We are going to widen it to 3.5 meters, and the design is for a 50-year return period, which means that we do not expect that this area will flood in the next 50 years.
The works are being executed under a 6-month contract. The approach is to construct both box culverts simultaneously to minimize the inconvenience for the motoring public.
So what we have done is to implement the works in 2 phases by putting in a detour that can accommodate traffic traveling in both directions, demolishing 1/2 of the box culvert, as we have seen behind us here, because half of the box culvert is now in.
And yes, it's still a construction zone and vehicles are to adhere to the 30 kilometers per hour speed limit when traversing the areas. And with all that, there is a glimmer of hope for persons living in the parish.
The work that the NAA plans to do would be appreciated, and it would improve our life immensely. For we'll be able to go to and fro to our business. So we would be very, very happy. And we wouldn't be worrying when we see the hurricane season start or the May season come. We would know that we can move out freely.